When you turn on the tap, you get all the water you want and need, obviously for a price. How much you pay is determined by how much you use. How much you use is tracked by your water meter. As you use water, it passes through the meter and moves the numbers on the odometer-like dial. The Otay Water District checks your meter on a monthly basis. No doubt at one time or another, you've seen an Otay Water District meter reader in action. This is one of two ways the Otay Water District uses to read your meter.
There is the manual way, which we've been doing for years and years and years, and people are the most familiar with.
Open the meter cover, open the meter lid, read and enter the number on the handheld computer. Close the lid and cover the meter. This process is repeated up and down the street, street after street, neighborhood after neighborhood. Labor-intensive and time-consuming. For the Otay Water District, this old-school method is on its way out. Enter the digital age. The new system? Automatic meter reading. Inside this car is the new age meter reader and a computer capable of receiving a specialized wireless signal. A simple drive down the street and meter after meter is read. What used to take hours can now be done in minutes.
We have the ability to gather 3,000 reads in the matter of, a couple of minutes versus taking 3 or 4 people all day long.
Here's how it works. The meter, which looks the same to the naked eye, is a bit different.
The AMR meters have a little transmitter installed inside of them, so the reads can transmit directly.
As the meter reader drives through a neighborhood, a specially programmed computer connected to an antenna receives the read being broadcast on a special radio frequency. This new technology saves hundreds of man-hours a month.
If we had to read all 49,000 meters manually, we would need about 11 full-time meter readers to do that. Currently, as I said, we have 58% of our meters that are that have the AMR technology installed. We only have 3 full-time meter readers at this point that are reading every day.
Instead of a team of 11, there are now 3. Operational costs are lower, and that helps to keep your costs down. The system is modern and effective, but not barbaric. As the need for meter readers diminishes, Otay employees are placed in other positions that open up through attrition. Eventually in the Otay Water District, the manual meter reader will go by way of the shoe cobbler.
So Otay has a movement right now to switch all of our meters to this AMR, we call it an automatic meter reading technology, by 2014.
When we talk about electronics and things like transponders, we must also consider glitches. If a meter fails to transmit, the reader will check it manually. The failure is reported and the transponder is replaced. The system is always under scrutiny.
We have a couple of different checks and balances in place. The first thing is that once a year we actually take a manual read at the same time that the electronic read is being taken, and then we compare those. And we make sure that the reads are in line.
Saving time and money are only 2 of the many advantages of this automated system.
It actually gives us the ability to pull hourly usage from someone's meter. So if you call us and you say, I have no clue how I could have used 3 times as much usage this month than I have in the past, and you've checked everything, you've checked your irrigation, you've checked to make sure you don't have any leaks, we can actually send someone out and they'll put a device on the meter that will pull past history. It usually will go back about 60 days or so and give us hour by hour usage history so we can pinpoint when perhaps you had something go wrong.
In this day and age, we are all being asked to do more with less. It is this kind of innovation that helps the Otay Water District control costs as much as possible. So remember, just because no one has opened the lid on your water meter doesn't mean your bill isn't current or precise. You're always free to check your meter anytime you'd like. Don't know how? Look for our video on how to read your meter for use. For the Otay Water District, I'm Leonard Villarreal.